In 1995, Europe witnessed the worst atrocity on its soil since the Second World War. Over 8,000 Muslim men and boys were systematically executed in just a few days in July during the genocide in Srebrenica. It was a culmination of years of brutal ethnic cleansing by Bosnian Serbs. Thousands were tortured and murdered. Men, women and children were starved in concentration camps. Up to 50,000 women would be raped, and millions made refugees.
The aims of remembering Srebrenica are education aims. The lessons from those horrific events are learnt by young people, and these are the messages we get from the survivors and the mothers of Srebrenica who lost all the male members of their family 30 years ago this year.
I moj je muž meni zagrlio i rekao čuvaj mi djecu. Ja odo. I od tad ga više nikad nisam ni vidjela.
The NEU this year is really stepping up its support of remembering Srebrenica and the Bosnian genocide with all this work that Nick has been brought in to do with schools and young people, getting them to write about how it might feel and also from their own experience, so it's really relevant to today.
My name is Nick Perring and I am an author, screenwriter and educator. So my name's Nick. I'm working for a charity called Remembering Srebrenica. Has anybody heard of Bosnia? No? The Muslim people there, they were targeted and they were told that they had to go to a safe place called Srebrenica, which was a town, and over one weekend there was a genocide. So a lot of people were killed simply because they were Muslims.
We have many students who've come from Syria, from Iraq, from Afghanistan, and they are fleeing all sorts of traumas. Child A may be sitting next to child B who is traumatised, and if we can improve their understanding of what's gone on around the world, then that helps everybody.
One of my favourite parts of this whole process has been how young people, and some of them have been very young people, we work with year 5 all the way up to the top end of high school, it's how well they've been able to deal with really sensitive subject matter, and they come back over and over with the same answers. Listen, be kind, and find some sort of compromise. Ubuntu, have you heard of that?
We're all connected.
We're all connected, that's right. It actually means, it's from South Africa, and it's without you there is no me, or without me there is no you, because we're all part of something, aren't we? We're all part of the human race, aren't we? Yeah? Being able to get back to that genuine wisdom of young people's minds in an unfiltered way and giving them the space to share that freely and empower them and empower their words has been a real treat.
It is something we've raised awareness on as a school over the last couple of years. It's been really inspiring to get our students writing poetry on the tragedies that happened in Srebrenica.
It was very informative, and it tells us that it was not that long ago, and I think it was really great because more people need to know about it.
Srebrenica, Ubuntu.
There is no me without you.
We are all Ubuntu.
Ubuntu means I am you and you are me. Without me, there is no you. You can't have a book without pages. You can't have a plant without water.
Ubuntu, there is no me without you.
As a child, as somebody who was that age when it happened, at the beginning you find it kind of like a fun until you start starving, until you start hearing the bullets, the grenades, the rockets. When you really get scared, or when you get injured like I did, then it becomes reality. I'm just unfortunate to be living through the experience that I lived with, and I'm unbelievably happy that I've survived because I consider myself to be one of the lucky ones.
The point about learning history is often to learn how we can stop the repeat of atrocities. To make that connection, I think, is really important.
Young people have a way of understanding events, historical and current, that we make too complicated.
Writing poetry is great because you can really explain things in a deep way, and you can also really express your feelings.
In our own communities, we have to make sure we're building bridges, and we are making sure that we are challenging racism and xenophobia, any kind of hate crime, and that we're standing up for respect, diversity. We are one, but we're all different, and that's to be celebrated.
An atrocity, a war, a destruction, like the one in Bosnia, should never happen again to anybody, anywhere in the world. Giving the message to younger generations so they can do something about it to make a better future for everybody.